Oh, yeah. This is an odd one. Franky and His Pals. A film from 1990 directed by Gerald Cormier. And as you can see right there, we've got Drac as in Dracula, Franky as in Frankenstein, Humper as in Hunchback of Notre Dame, Wolfie as in the Wolfman, and Mummy as in guess what? Mummy. Oh, yeah. Franky and His Pals, a lost VHS. And a lost film, I should say. And this is a VHS to DVD. Lost for many years until Severin picked it up. Here we go. Welcome to Body Bags. I'm your Thursday reviewer, Chris from Chrisb Movies. Well, you know my name is Chris, and you know I love B movies. And yes, this is shot on video greatness from Intervision. Severin. Yeah, they work together. But I love the Intervision title because they have Lost SOV films, and most of the stuff is direct from VHS, so it has like that VHS feel, just on disc. I do kind of like the cover art and look on the back, and it has quite a few extras on here. A lot of love went into this film. It looks like these guys just had a blast making this film. And inside here's the cover, and of course an Intervision and Severin stickers. Severin really hooks you up here. Yeah. So like I say, Drac, Franky, Humper, Wolfie, and Mummy, they kind of got stuck inside of a cave due to an avalanche. So they were there for about a year or so. And I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh, and this movie was quite comical. So they were stuck, and in order for them to get out, well, they really couldn't figure a way to get out. But they'd spend time playing cards and stuff and goofing off. And, well, Franky ate a little bit too many beans, and he broke wind, and basically they were able to escape because it just shattered everything. And they found an opening, and now they're out. While they were inside the cave, they found this map to which where they could find gold and become rich. So a bunch of universal monsters, misfits basically, looking for gold. And so they travel outside, and they basically follow the map, and map says at the French Gulch. That's where they'll find their gold. So they kind of not break into, but go into an aerobics class and just kind of join in the aerobics with the girls. I think it was just a means to show some women in their workout gear, basically. And then they find this hotel where this big like masquerade party is going on. And most of the people attending the party are like, well, great costumes, but they really were not costumes. So they go in, they become part of the band at one point, they dance. A lot of really catchy kind of like heavy metal tunes, original heavy metal tunes pursue. And then they hook up with girls, and Wolfie kind of hooks up with a guy. And then they're opening doors looking for gold, and they happen upon this guy with two girls, and he's like, there's room for one more. And that happens several times where they kind of break in. Then they meet with this cowboy who's with this girl, and they open the door like, oh, sorry. So it's just like, the movie is, it just flows from one party to the next, basically, where, scantily clad women are abound in costumes. And in the meantime, they're just looking for gold. Upon looking for gold, they move into the next sexual situation. And at one point, they are judges for a bikini contest. That's totally friggin' whacked. And that's all I can say. There wasn't much direction to this film. A lot of the humor did fall flat, although I found it funny because I find stupid things funny. I'm sorry. But the guy who played Drac, just picture Dracula played by like Dan Hedaya. Now, if you don't know who Dan Hedaya is, look him up because he was in pretty much everything. Or Jim Ignatowski from Taxi. Christopher Lloyd character in Taxi. Look that up. Watch some YouTube videos. And basically, picture one of those two playing Dracula. Yeah, very humorous. Like I say, a lot of the jokes do fall flat, although they were so goofy as hell that I found them humorous. The mummy character has like an opening where his intestines are, and this puppet pops out and just cracks jokes through basically the whole film, and just argues with the mummy, and the mummy's arguing with him. Almost looks like a rubber puppet penis. But other people, I didn't really know what it was, but other people would call it a puppet intestines. Whatever that thing is that popped out of the mummy, it was friggin' hysterical. The acting was, it just looked like they were having fun. No professional actors here, guys. Well, but the actors looked like they were just with their friends making a movie and having a blast. And that's what you get from the film. The two gardeners, well, not gardeners, the guys who were digging a hole, they basically dug a hole for the whole film. Their acting was atrocious. But everybody else just kind of looked like they were just having a blast and a good time. And a lot of love went into making this film. You could tell that they had a blast, but they really put a lot of passion to this film. And this movie also revolves around a scientist trying to make a time machine, which is really evident in the beginning because the first thing you see is a scientist working on a time machine. And it plays well at the end as well. So they included the role of the scientist throughout the course of the film, which was pretty fun. But other than that, it's a goofy film. But it looks like it was a film that was lost for many years, and Intervision/Severin picked it up and made it salvageable for the world to see. Like I say, it's a VHS burn on a DVD, basically. But it's a film that possibly could have been lost, so nobody would have seen this film. And that's what's a good thing about Severin and Intervision. You know, they bring very obscure SOV films and bring them to the forefront so you can actually get to see them in a quality that's watchable. And it was definitely watchable. You could tell it was a VHS cut. But yeah, goofy film. Lots of interesting extras in here. Interviews with members of Franky and his pals, and of course the party band. That was metal. Just this metal band, local band, I guess. But it was fun. It was a point where Franky and his pals formed their own little band, which was quite humorous. A lot of scantily clad women. No, like, full frontal nudity, but suggestions of nudity going on, basically. Glimpses of it going on, but never really seeing the full effect of it, as you would with porno films, so to say. But yeah, fun little film. This is one where you can just turn your brains off and have a blast, and join in the party with Franky and his pals, and you'll have a good time watching it. I can't recommend this to cinephiles out there, but for fans of SOV, you might kind of like this one. This film is directionless. Franky's pals just looking for gold, ended up at a party scene, hanging out with the women and partying it up until they, well, I won't ruin it to you if they found their gold or not. But just to say, Frank and his beans had a bit of effect in bringing the gold to the forefront. So I'll just say that. Oh, and there were a bunch of townspeople discussing past due tax bills due to a tax assessment error. So that was going on throughout the course of the film. But it played in with the film, and definitely at the end, because of the situation where they might lose their town. But Franky and his pals kind of saved the day on that one. So anyways, I'm going to put this on Cheeseometer. 10 being the best cheese ever, 1 being the worst. I give it a 6. Definitely not the best cheese I've ever seen, but fun, and 82 minutes, you can't go wrong. You could do worse things in 82 minutes. But if you love everything SOV and you haven't seen this one, then pick it up. I don't know if it's still around to pick up, because this was a rare commodity and they only had a certain amount. There were numbered ones, but I missed the boat on that one, so I picked them up the second time around. But check out the Severin site and under Intervision, see if they're still selling Frank and his pals. And if you love everything SOV and don't know this one, then pick it up. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Check out all the other reviewers. They all do a wonderful job. Bring new and interesting stuff to the table every week. New reviewer every day of the week. And check me out next week because you never know what I'm going to bring to the table. Oh, yeah. But obviously something fun. And don't forget to watch those late night horror movies. Read up on your latest Fright Mags. Don't forget to tune in to another episode of the show we call Body Bags. Or I will send Frankie and his pals to your house to party it up. Oh, yeah. And there'll be no gold in sight. Later, guys.